Hey everybody, it is Nathan Seelove, and welcome to Factually Biased. I am a little bit sick today, and I have been for the last few days, which is why I didn't really have the strength to set up all my lighting equipment and camera equipment, and that's why I'm shooting this on my phone camera, and that's also why I probably sound like some broody video game character with a dark past. Anyways, I wanted to bring up a point that was brought up during the State of the Union address that has kind of been a very prevailing point that keeps getting brought up by right-wingers, and that is the comparison between American Social Democrats and Venezuela-style socialism. Now, during the State of the Union address, Donald Trump made a big deal to say, oh, America will never be a socialist country, and look at how bad things are in Venezuela, how bad that socialism is, and that was a clear dig towards, people that identify as democratic socialists, such as Bernie Sanders or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. It was a clear dig against them. And here's the thing about that. Most of the people, or at least the people that are actually elected that call themselves democratic socialists are actually, when you look at their policies, they fall more under the social democratic side. Now, social democracy is more of a mix between capitalism and socialism. It's a belief that basically you do maintain a private sector, however, you do have regulations based on necessities, you have a strong social safety net, and you have certain needs of everybody covered, such as healthcare and education. So that is more in the realm of what Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and a lot of people that call themselves democratic socialists today are actually advocating for. They're not actually advocating for a post-capitalist society, and you won't really hear them advocating for a post-capitalist society. If you can find me one clip where they straight up said, I am looking for a post-capitalist society, I want to overturn the private sector, link it down below. I guarantee you it does not exist. But the issue is, when people try to bring up Venezuela-style socialism as a way of discrediting social democratic ideology, such as Medicare for all, free college tuition, stuff like that, it is disingenuous, it is straw-manning, and it does not add to discourse. You are either someone who has not done your research and has no idea what they're talking about, or you're a dishonest actor, and you're trying to purposely mislead and fearmonger a small base of individuals that will agree with everything you say. And if you actually want to have a legitimate conversation, that's not how to do it. As it stands, more people support Medicare for all and free college tuition than don't support it. That's just fact. You can look up the polls, that's just fact. And if you are actually worried about that, if you think that is a bad thing, we should not guarantee healthcare to everybody as a right, we should not guarantee college tuition to people, then bringing up Venezuela is not the way to actually change minds. It's not the way to actually change minds on the left. It's not a way to change minds of people that consider themselves independent but believe in that policy, because Venezuela and American social democracy could not be more different. When people like Bernie Sanders or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez talk about social democracy or democratic socialism, they're talking about models that already work. Models that work in places like Scandinavia, Denmark, Sweden, Norway. That's what they're talking about. Now, if you do want to use a comparison analysis between what they're actually talking about and what could work in the United States, use those specific examples and try to make arguments for why those aren't effective systems. Good luck with that, but if you are an honest actor, that is what you should be doing. So, just stop bringing up Venezuela in arguments against American Social Democrats. It's not effective, and it just looks stupid. Well, that's today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like, a share, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my other stuff, and I will see you next week.